Ruthless Robbie Lawler. For Lawler, it all comes down to 2 letters, K.O.
Ruthless Robbie Lawler, middleweight, Bettendorf, Iowa. About my junior year in high school, I started training with the Milicic fighting systems and all those great fighters, so ever since I've been doing it.
And this one is over!
Once the bell rings, it is a big deal. And I love competing, I love pushing myself to the limits and testing myself.
Robbie Lawler returns to glory in the middleweight division!
I'm not too worried about what they say. It's about what you do.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the cage in our main event of the evening, please welcome the challenger, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
You know, Ruthless Robbie Lawler has fought everywhere around the world. In fact, if you put up a sign and it says fights tonight, you're more than likely to see Lawler in one of those bouts. He's tasted success in the UFC, the IFL, and Pride Championship fighting. Regarding tonight's title fight against Murillo Ninja Rua, the Icon Sport middleweight champ sent Ninja an ominous message when he told us, quote, if Rua decides to stand for a little bit, that will be too long, end quote.
Other than that guy sitting right behind us, Phil Baroni, there might not be anyone in that 185-pound division that possesses more punch and power than Lawler. After his win versus Trigg, he's hoping he can ride the wave of his recent success tonight.
Robbie has predicted a knockout maybe in the first round. This will definitely be a match up of Lawler's power versus Ninja's speed.
Ruthless Robbie Lawler about to step into the cage as Icon Sport middleweight champion. Will he leave as Elite XC middleweight title holder? His opponent, Ninja Rua, is a worldwide favorite in the sport of MMA, having competed in his native Brazil, Japan, and England. It is right here in the United States where he put it all together to become a champion. Tonight, he hopes to continue his reign atop the Elite XC middleweight division.
Murillo Ninja Rua, midweight champion, Curitiba, Brazil.
And the fight is over.
Murillo Ninja Rua becomes the first ever Elite XC middleweight champion.
Winning the championship title was one of the greatest moments of my life. Normally, fighters are nervous about defending the title, but I've been training very hard, and I feel very confident going into this fight. I'm very proud to represent my school, Judo Box. Milicic has many great fighters, but I think the Judo Box is #1 in the world. Robbie is a very strong puncher. If I can't knock him out, I'll take him to the ground and get a submission. I love the fans in America, but I look forward to taking both belts home to Brazil.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Elite XC middleweight champion, Murillo Ninja Rua.
Murillo Ninja Rua is in the midst of living his lifelong dream. Becoming the first ever Elite XC champion has really helped him begin to escape the large shadow of his younger brother, the preternaturally talented Pride superstar Mauricio Shogun. His brother recently marrying his fiancée Hanada, getting ready for his Octagon debut, but I know he is cheering on his brother here tonight. But Bill, something that struck me as a little funny was the fact that Shogun told us that he thinks he's got more punching power than Robbie Lawler.
I don't think it's funny, but with all due respect to Ninja, I don't feel that his punching power is on par with Lawler. In my eyes, it's Ninja's versatility, his speed, his dynamic style that are his true weapons and his potential advantage.
I agree, Bill, because even though Ninja has improved his boxing, he wants to take this fight into the late rounds because he feels Lawler's cardio is suspect.
There's been plenty of buzz surrounding this Elite XC middleweight title fight. We're now just moments away. Let's go to the tail of the tape. The Elite XC middleweight champion, Murillo Ninja Rua, and Icon Sport middleweight champion, Robbie Lawler, who was 2 years older. They both stand 5'11", who weighed in 1 pound less than Lawler, who of course comes from Shooter Box, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Lawler, he's all about the striking and the brawling. And let's now again reset the rules of combat for Elite XC. 3 judges score the fight based equally on striking, grappling, effective aggression, and cage control. Every round is scored on a 10-point must system. The winner receives 10 points, the loser 9 or less. There are no knees to the head of a grounded opponent. Only the referee can stop the fight. To culminate the biggest night in Hawaiian mixed martial arts history, it's time to introduce your 2 champions. Here once again is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Blaisdell Arena here in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii, as Elite XC, in association with Icon and Rumble World Entertainment, present the featured bout of the evening. 5 5-minute rounds scheduled for the Elite XC World Middleweight Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and MMA fans joining us around the world, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 11. He weighed in at 185 pounds. He's a dangerous mixed martial artist known as a striker and a brawler who has compiled a record of 14 wins, 4 losses, with 11 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 submission to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's challenger, the Icon middleweight champion, tonight making his Elite XC debut, fighting out of the hit squad from Bettendorf, Iowa, introducing the hard-hitting, ruthless Robbie Lawler. And his opponent across the cage on my right, the defending champion, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches. He weighed in at 184 pounds. He's an all-around MMA fighter, specializing in Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His record stands at 14 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, with 5 knockouts and 7 submissions to his credit. Representing Shoot the Box and hailing from Curitiba, Brazil, please welcome the explosive and defending Elite XC middleweight champion of the world, Murilo Ninja Hua. Once again, a referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki, now to give instructions.
All right, for the championship bout, I want you guys to follow my orders at all time, do a clean fight, touch gloves, and let's go.
Steven, in your Pride Fighting Championships career, you announced 2 of Murilo Ninja Hua's bigger fights, losing via split decision to Quentin Rampage Jackson and Dan Henderson. Ruthless Robbie Lawler, meanwhile, has that one-punch knockout power. Both these guys are champions. One will leave the Elite XC middleweight champion, who is going to take it to the next level.
I really don't know, Mauro, but one thing is for sure, they both deserve to be here. That's a definite.
Are you ready? Let's go, come on!
5 5-minute rounds for the Elite XC middleweight championship.
Oh, they know. They know that one punch will turn the outcome of this.
Lawler possesses lights out knockout power. We've seen Ninja Hua stop Smokin' Joe Villasenor to become the Elite XC middleweight champion. But don't forget, Bill, as well, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu pedigree of Ninja.
I think a little bit of respect being shown here.
Nice takedown. And there's the wrestling of Robbie Lawler coming out of the Militich camp.
Yeah, and Hughes told us that they worked extensively on the ground game at the camp.
Of course, Matt Hughes, former UFC welterweight champion, in his corner. They have now formed the hit squad. Hughes intensive training near St. Louis. There's a right hook by Lawler. Ninja back on his feet, trying to get back in the game.
Ninja being the aggressor standing. He's got to keep his chin down, though.
He's got to keep his guard up also.
One of the things Ninja did at the early part of his career was leave his chin up just like that.
We've seen that As a habit of a lot of Brazilians, Ricardo Arona, a lot of Brazilian fighters with the Muay Thai, they do tend to leave their chins up, Stephen.
Well, I think a lot of those guys come from the jiu-jitsu background because there's no strikes in, sport jiu-jitsu, so they don't have to worry about that. But once they go into Muay Thai, they have to get the chin down.
It's really a basic fundamental of striking, and Ninja Rua there, high kick, blocked by Lawler.
Looks like Lawler's kind of lulling Ninja into a comfort level on his feet there.
Nice low kick by Ninja Rua.
Lawler did say that he was going to take